Hello, God bless you. Welcome to Grace Moments, a ministry of Rivers of Grace United Church in Digby and Sandy Cove, Nova Scotia. My name is Alex Constable. This is my partner, Sharon Constable.
Hello, everyone.
It's our pleasure to be here in the park by the Annapolis Basin in Digby today. We chose the park as a setting because today's story is about a kind of family reunion. Long ago in the land of Egypt, Joseph became reconciled with his brothers after a long and difficult past. You might recall the story of Joseph as a young man who had dreams and visions of great success, whose father gave him a wonderful multicolored coat, and all of this turned his brothers against him. So angry were his brothers that they threw him into a dry cistern and later sold him to slave traders. They assumed that he had been worked to death and forgot all about him. Until, many years later, famine drove them into the arms of the government of Egypt. There, they discovered, to their amazement, that Joseph was no longer a slave, but had moved up through the ranks of government to become the right-hand man of the king. So, it was Joseph that had the authority to dole out grain and other food as needed to people coming to Egypt from various lands, including the land of the Hebrews, where his father and brothers were starving. So now, Joseph's brothers are under pressure, they're starving, but they realize that the man who has the power of life and death over them is their brother whom they sold into slavery. Now this story could have gone either way. Joseph would have been within his right to have them thrown in jail or worse, and thus to level the scales of justice and enact revenge. However, Joseph was convinced that God was leading him on a different path. And so it was that Joseph made himself known to his brothers and told them not to be afraid, for God was present, and God was reconciling them, bringing them together again to be healed and fed and made one family. This is a story not only about people long ago, but about the human race today. We should never turn against our brothers and sisters, abuse them or hurt them, or make slaves of them. But sadly, that is the world in which we live. And is at this time that the people who were once slaves are rising up to show us a new path, to bring us to peace and justice at the same time, and to reconciliation as one family under God. This hymn that we want to sing and play for you now is by the British Columbia hymn writer Gordon Light, and it's called Draw the Circle Wide. One, two, three, four.
Draw the circle wide,
Draw it wider still.
let this be our song. No one stands alone, standing side by side. Draw the circle wide. God is still point of the circle, round whom all creation turns. Nothing lost but held forever in God's gracious arms. Draw the circle wide, draw it wider still. Let this be our song. No one stands alone, standing side by side. Draw the circle wide. Let our hearts touch far horizons, so encompass great and small. Let our loving know no borders, faithful to God's call. Draw the circle wide, draw it wider still. Let this be our song. Let the dreams we dream be larger than we've ever dreamed before. Let the dream of Christ be in us, open every door. Draw the circle wide, draw it wider still. Let this be our song, no one stands alone, standing side by side. Draw the circle wide.
God of love, you see past our estrangement and past our wrongs. You see through to the heart of us that wants and needs nothing but love. Lead us to that love, O God. Set us at the table of your grace and peace until all are reunited, one family in the Spirit. Amen.
Amen.